This video is one part of a two-part video series. The other video is why I don't like Pathfinder 2nd Edition. If that interests you, a link to that video should be in the description. But in this video, we're going to be talking about why I like Gundam Battle Operation 2. So, what is Gundam Battle Operation 2? Well, it's a third-person, team-based mecha shooter where you pilot a mobile suit. And a unique thing about it is it has fighting game elements. So, what I really like about this game is that the mechs, there's an insane selection of them, and they have a lot of obscure ones. I shouldn't be calling them mechs. I believe they're mobile suits, but to be honest, I'm not really that much into the overall lore of the Gundam universe that much. But one thing about this game that I find really unique for the mecha genre at the very least is that the way it feels to pilot the Gundam is so crazy restrictive because of how the turning speed is mitigated. I think, or handled. I think there's like a maximum cap on how fast you can turn, or depending on the handling of your mobile suit. And so it makes piloting the mobile suit a lot more restrictive or cumbersome than even like a mech warrior mech. Another thing that's really cool about this game is the level of customization is really high. You can basically customize all the parts in your suit, the weapons to a limited extent. You can change the color and appearance, well, not the appearance, but the color of the paint on just about every part. And another thing that really stands out to me about this game is that the combo system is really weird and unique for a first person, or not a first person, but a shooter in general. The way it works is that you have like a stagger meter, and that damage builds up the stagger meter. A lot of weapons instantly fill the meter essentially with one attack, and then, or one hit, like the rocket launcher or the giant bazooka I'm using currently. And from there, you generally follow up with either more ranged weapons, and you like unload on the defensive, like essentially defenseless target, because they can no longer move once they're staggered until they become unstaggered. Or you move in to do a melee combo, which generally deals the most damage, but at the end of a melee combo, it'll like unflip them. So here I use or it'll flip them into like a final stagger state where they eventually get an invuln period when they stand up. So like here I hit them with the bazooka. I'm not quite fast enough to get in with to confirm with my melee. So it's a mistake, but I'm repositioning here. I see this guy's behind me, facing my teammates. He's not really respecting me, so I go back to help my teammates out, and that's a large part of this game. It's a team game just like any other. You live and you die by your positioning, by how well your teammates support you, etc. I bail here, I guess, because my mobile suit's gonna die, and so I think I'll call in another one at the platform below. And as you can see, this is another unique thing about this game, is that you can be a pilot out in space, outside your suit. You can repair your suit, or a key part of the gameplay is calling in artillery, which you can only do from outside your suit. It's quite interesting. The game is oddly immersive. The sounds are really good. The turning speed, like I mentioned, it's so clunky, but once you get used to it, it makes you feel like you are an ace pilot, I feel like. And then there's a bit of mouse and keyboard issues because this game is originally a console game that's ported. So some things with the PC version of the game just don't work correctly. And also, it's just generally less supported in general. It's got less players, its updates are behind, but they've started adding unique content to the PC version, and so it's kind of become its own thing, very slightly a little bit. Gotten a life of its own. But unfortunately, I can't recommend this game to anyone for two major reasons. One, because it's basically impossible for me to find matches here at any reasonable time of day. And even when it's a good time to find matches, it normally takes between like 10 to 20 minutes to get one match. And once you get in that match, because it's a team-based game, there's no guarantee that it'll be an even or enjoyable kind of experience. So it's really hard to recommend the game, but it's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite mecha game, besides Gundam Battle Operation, in terms of multiplayer online. MechWarrior Online is what I meant to say, in terms of online PvP mecha games. Mecha Break just released. I haven't gotten to try it since open beta, but it's pretty fun, although I didn't find it to have as much depth as the other two games I mentioned. Also, another thing about this game that's really important is that it is a gacha game. So it does have a generous selection of suits that are available through free-to-play, like just leveling up essentially. You'll be able to buy a lot of the top-tier suits to begin with, so it's not that bad. But at the higher costs, you can't really compete unless you get lucky on certain roles to get a very good suit. And personally, this is just my preference, I don't like suits with more than like 5 weapon slots that they're actively using, because past that I find it very hard to maneuver and switch between weapons effectively. And a lot of the higher cost suits have a lot of weapons like that, and so it restricts what I can really enjoy playing. I think this, I wish this game had a higher population in North America especially, because I would like to get more games in easily, but like time of recording, it's not really playable. It's really unfortunate, because I put in like 200 hours into this, and I think like basically half or most of it has been waiting to get into matches. I really enjoyed the space-based gameplay as well. It's very fun and enjoyable. I like the maps for the most part. The space maps I think are better designed. So here's some gameplay of my favorite mobile suit, the YSI, and I just wanted to show off kind of how the combo system works a little bit. It's pretty interesting. So I whiff a lot here. This was not a good game for me, but I can show off the combo a little bit. So, and then I cancel the movement with 2 dashes and then do a finisher melee attack. And so it's very strange to be doing pseudo fighting game combos in a third person game, and it's pretty fun.